Okay, good afternoon everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to this impromptu Tuesday stream of some No Man's Sky shenanigans. Give me 1 second. Let me double check my audio. Make sure we got some good audio here. All right, audio sounds good. Let's get them shouts out of the way. Who do we have out there? So, Nurse Nerd Gamer, hello, how are you? Good to see you, and happy Tuesday to you too. William, welcome back, brother. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, man. Deborah, hello, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Who else do we have out there? Javix, welcome back. Thanks for joining us today. Streamlabs, don't be cheating out there, bro. I got my eyes on you. I'm watching you, Streamlabs. Don't do it. Just don't do it, Streamlabs. So William says the Xbox update is version 6.32. So they finally published it. Now, as I understand it, Hello Games released 2 separate updates yesterday. I think they released 2 updates. I remember we were talking about this. Vampire Spawns, good to see you. Thanks for joining us, by the way. We were talking about this briefly during yesterday's stream where Hello Games might patch refiner duplication. I think there was an actual bug in the game that was causing certain items, specifically the new update items, to duplicate on their own without a refiner or anything else. I think that's what they were talking about patching, but we're going to try that today and test it and see if they did in fact patch it. So Deborah says everything coming up orange for you, for me. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's like most of the ships we've found so far have been orange. Now, I don't mind the orange, but this is getting ridiculous. We're at the point of just complete blasphemy here with the orangeness. No more orangeness, okay? We need to stop the orangeness. Vampire Spawns, appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Yes, if you guys haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. So who else did I miss? Did I miss anybody else out there? Buckle up, let's go. What's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us today. And everybody, buckle up, let's go. Is a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam. If you guys haven't done so, you know what to do. Please go to his YouTube channel. Check him out. Show him some love. Always support the Odd Fam. Buckle up, let's go. Good to see you, brother. Who else do we have out there? Mr. Broat, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us. And Stuart Laker, welcome back. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So William says Xbox is up to date. Finally. Finally. William, do you remember when Xbox used to get the update on time? They used to get the No Man's Sky update on time. I don't know what the hell's going on with Xbox, man. I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us today. Welcome to this impromptu Tuesday live stream of some more No Man's Sky shenanigans. We're going to hunt for more ugly Sentinel ships, and we're going to hunt for Fauna too while we're here. Now, one thing I would like to do at the beginning of the stream, let's take some of these S-Class Fauna that I found yesterday and take them up to the Space Anomaly and start the beginning portion of this so-called update. And we will leave it at that, just to see how it works. Yeah, Deborah, exactly. It was always on time, but now the updates are late. Really weird. Okay, so before we begin, if you guys haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Also, for anybody out there who's new, please take a second, read the channel rules in the description section down below. Very important. And with that disclaimer out of the way, we are ready. I think. We're ready, I think. Let's bring up OBS. I love that song, by the way. Bring up the music volume. That's what she said. Put that in the background. OBS is up. Bring up the game. There we go. Let's make sure we have a working controller. Yes, we do. Okay, transition. We are ready. Let's do it. Dragonheart, how's it going, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So William says, I went and picked up those 2 mechanical fauna you showed yesterday. Nice. I'm going to be honest, I was pretty shocked to see that one of the fauna was an S-Class with really good stats. The other one was an A-Class with S-Class stats. I was pretty shocked to see that. I said, okay, that's a good start. So I guess that's a good reason to go to the Anomaly planets. So Jet Black, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you? He says, registered, lurking, and liked. Thank you. All right. So first thing we're going to do, live stream Let's Play. So when we last left off, we were on a Verdant. Was it Verdant or was it a A flourishing. No, it's a flourishing planet. Flourishing planet with gravity storms. It's a dissident planet with an actual abandoned autophage camp. But for whatever reason, the stupid game keeps sending me to the rotten planet, the ugly rotting planet for the Sentinel ships. So we're going to set up a base on this planet. Now this planet right here is where I found 2 S-class fauna. There are 2 S-class fauna on this rock. So for anybody who's just joining us, let me show you here before we begin. These 2 fauna right here are on this planet, and they're both S-class. Look at those stats. That is an ugly freaking fauna, by the way. That thing is horrendous, but I mean, look at those stats on it. Not bad stats. Those are pretty good. This one's on this planet. And I don't know what the French toast this is. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. But yeah, this one's got some good stats too. Look at that. So yeah. Red Man, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, bro. How are you? So these 2 fauna are on this planet. And what we're going to do is set up a base here on this planet because, as you can see, it's got salvageable scrap, paraffinium, and salt. Not bad. Pretty decent resources, but weather is usually mild. Okay, so this planet has very few storms. So this is actually a really good planet. This is a good-looking planet, too, by the way. Look at that. Look at the grass. Even the grass is orange. Even the freaking grass is orange, man. What is this orangeness? We got to stop the orangeness. Okay, so what we're going to do is find an autophage camp. This is a 2-star Korvax system, I think. So William says, after getting those 2, I jumped to a different system. I went to a random planet, picked up a large translucent fauna S-class. Nice. Okay, so you know, it's funny you should mention that. What I'm getting is that many of the translucent fauna, because I think you mentioned that yesterday, are S-class. They have really good stats. So whichever planets we visit, we will definitely take a look at the big translucent, as I like to call them, daddy long legs. Yeah, Spider Law, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Orange for the win. Everything is freaking orange, man. Everything is orange. The ships are orange. The grass is orange. Even the oranges are orange. What the crap, dude? Okay, those are B. Mr. Rock Lobster over there is an A. Yeah, there's one of the S-class fauna that we found. Okay. Let's fire off one of these.
Alert. Navigational data received.
There are abandoned autophage camps on this planet, so let's set up a base. Jay Hardy, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So Stuart Laker says camouflage. Yeah, I know, right? Everything's freaking orange. All right, let's go. So we're going to set up a base on this planet. Because this is actually a really, really good planet. 2 S-class fauna out of the box. Now, if they only had 4 connected supercharge slots. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Settle down, chat. I'm kidding. That would be pretty cool, though. That'd be pretty cool. If you found an S-class fauna with, like, connected supercharge slots, that'd be pretty cool. That would be hilarious. Jay Hardy says the orange pops. This is a good-looking planet. It's a good-looking planet. I don't mind. So William says he has a floating island base. I don't think this planet has float. It does have floating islands. Never mind. Never mind. I take it back. Never mind. It does have floating islands. All right, let's land. This is a good-looking planet. I like this one. Deborah says, I keep trying over and over, and as sometimes it doesn't want to load up the map, but if it does, no problem walking into it. That's how I got to 256. Ah! Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, we are here. Okay, it looks like there's a leaf blower for a multi-tool. Let's reload. Let's reload and see if we can get a better multi-tool out of that one. See if we can get a better multi-tool. And the Sentinel ship in this system is a really good-looking ship. It's a really good-looking ship. But for whatever reason, there are 2 dissident planets in this star system, and the game wants to send me to the ugly, crappy planet. It does. It sends me to the ugly, crappy planet. I am not happy about that one. I am not happy at all. That planet absolutely sucks. Okay, so it is the leaf blower. That's fine. Let's set up a base computer. And we're going to call this planet 2 S-Class Fauna planet because they're guaranteed. There's also a really good-looking Sentinel ship in this star system, too. Now, that being said, I am not a professional at taming, claiming fauna, or egg sequencing, or beating up somebody else's fauna at the space station or space anomaly. Not a pro on that. We're going to try it and see what happens. Oh, also, Deborah had a very good point yesterday. Deborah had a very good point. So this one right here, I don't know where I found this fauna. I can't remember, but Deborah suggested that I check the wonders, and we should get a set of glyphs for the planet where this fauna, appears. Glyphs in the galaxy too. So let's take a look at that. Let's go to discoveries. Not discoveries. There we go. Wonders. What is this? Treasures, collected glitches, fauna. Well, that ain't it. Hold on. That's not it. That's not it. Hey, check that out. Look at this guy. You know, I'm not going to lie. He kind of looks like Harvey Korman. He kind of looks like Tim Conway. He kind of looks like Tim Conway. Oh, let's go back. I think that fauna... Yeah, I've seen way too many fauna. Yeah, William, he looks like Tim Conway. He does. Anyways, let's go back to that wonders. Let's do that again. Okay, that's flora. Fauna. No idea what that is. Yeah, this guy looks like Tim Conway. I swear he does. That's one of the S-classes we found. So it would appear that I haven't discovered that many fauna on this save. Very interesting. So this one could be it? Eisentam? Huh. That's a different fauna. Completely different. This one, that's definitely not it because that one's like a reptilian. Okay. Never mind. I think that fauna was an expedition reward. Yeah, William, it only shows records. It does show glyphs. It does show glyphs. And it tells you which galaxy it's in. But apparently that fauna is... let's go back to it. Apparently this one was an expedition reward. So, yeah, that's a thing. Now, it could possibly be that we haven't... you know what? I got nothing. I got nothing. Let's drop a structure here so we can get going. We're taking all day. We'll be here a month of Sundays trying to figure it out. All right, let's put a door on this mofo. Yeah, there's a very, very good-looking Sentinel ship in this star system. It's not orange. Yeah, Deborah, that critter wants to remain anomalous. That's perfectly fine with me, buddy. You can keep your anonymity. Okay, put some windows on this mofo. And again, this is a guaranteed planet for 2 S-Class fauna. Okay, I think we need a ramp. Yeah, let's put a ramp. There we go. Give it some power. And biofuel reactor, yes please. Battery, yes please. And a save point. Okay, there we go. Now, if anybody out there wants to know how to get to this planet with the 2 S-Class fauna, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. There are 2 guaranteed S-Class fauna on this planet. And this is a flourishing planet, so no violent storms. Alright, let's put some power in this mofo.
Technology recharge.
There we go. Save point. So Redman says I'm grinding crates again. You know, it's funny. I haven't touched crates in over a year. I haven't touched them in over a year, man. Rockstar needs to put them things on bonus. Okay, so we got a base here, so we're good to go. Let's just out of curiosity, because we have a restore point. I want to see if we can find a Sentinel ship on this planet instead. It's a good-looking ship too. Would you get out of the way, buddy, with your parts showing? What do you think this is? So Dragonheart says, I just checked my pets since I haven't played since the last expedition. And to my surprise, my child of Helios is an S-Class with the only downside being a B in agility. My child of Helios is a freaking B-Class. You're lucky. Mine is a B-Class. Must have been something I said about him. Scan memory registers. Must have been something I said. So 8, 8, 13, and 3. Math is hard. Eight, 13, and 3. Okay, deactivate multi-tool seal. And let's locate a dissonant spike. Let's see if we can't find a Sentinel ship on this planet. There should be, because this is a dissonant planet. I swear, if I got to go off planet, there's one right there. Thank you. I swear. I swear. They sent me to a completely different planet for no reason. So what do we got here? Boo. We'll leave it. Okay. Good, good, good. So let's go take a look at that Sentinel ship. This is where we left off yesterday. Giannis, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So William says I have 7 eggs in my freighter and that I don't remember getting. I haven't gotten a single freaking egg yet, man. What the crap? Hold on a second. As a matter of fact, hey, you weirdo fauna, get out here. Get out here. Hold on. Get out here right now. I want them eggs. Hold on. It's been 24 hours, buddy. I want those eggs. Hold on a second. I want them freaking eggs. So let's start with this guy. Oh, he's feeling good. You should be feeling good. Can we get the egg yet? Not yet. Not in native climate. Oh, you suck. Okay. All right. Give him a gentle pat. Okay, get out of here. Yeah, the other two are not here either. Yeah, you got to be in the native climate. Whatever, game. Dismiss. Get out of here. He said, bye, funny creature. All right, let's go take a look at that ship. Hey, Giannis, doing well. It's good to see you, man. How are you? Okay, let's go. So this is where we left off yesterday. And this is a pretty good-looking Sentinel ship, too. It's a really good-looking ship, in my opinion. It's a light Sentinel fighter, all black. I like the light fighters. Light fighters are really nice. Yeah, well, exactly, Deborah. You got to take them to the correct climate for them to lay an egg. That's too much grind. Again, I don't know where I found that fauna, so yeah, that's a thing. We'll be here a month of Sundays. Okay, there it is. There it is. Let's have a seat. And there it is. Okay, that one is. It's another A-class. It's another A-class. The last one that we found was an A-class. The one we found on the other planet was an A-class. It's another A-class, huh? Okay, check that out. Nice. So, okay, let's take a look at it. This is the Sentinel ship for this star system. So, it's a light Sentinel fighter. Oh, let's get a better look at it. Yeah, light Sentinel fighter. You can tell it's a light fighter if we can get in here. There we go. Better. You can tell it's a light fighter because of the cockpit. It doesn't have the cockpit extension on it. So this is a light fighter with double-bladed wings. Dorsal and ventral TIE fighter style stabilizers. And all stabilizers have thrusters, or have, thrusters on them. So yeah, this is a good-looking ship. It's all black, too. So, very nice. Nice. This is the ship for this system. Since we've managed to come across an A-class, let's drop a save beacon here. We'll come back to this one later. And let's see. Let's make that. Let's make this one red. There we go. Make that red so we know what it is. And we'll scope this one out later on. Yeah, William, it would make a good galaxy jumper, wouldn't it? So this one, this is it's first of all, it's all black. Okay, it's not orange. So that's a plus. Second, it's got all its freaking wings. Third, the dorsal and ventral stabilizers have thrusters. And fourth, it's a light Sentinel fighter. It's a key fob, literally, light Sentinel fighter. This thing is definitely a keeper. Very nice. Yeah, Jason Plays has one of these, but his is all white. He's got something just like this, but it's all white. Okay, so we got this location marked. We have a save beacon in the area. Good. Let's go to the space anomaly next.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Oh, lady, shut up. Shut up with your incoming storm. All right, let's go to the space anomaly. And hope everybody out there is doing well. Thanks for joining us today. Yeah, there's the crappy planet. There's the crappy planet. If we can get a, hold on. Discoveries. Here we go. Yeah, this planet sucks. Absolutely sucks. We'll do that later. Yeah, that planet's trash. Okay, the station is that way. Okay, everything is that way. Let's call it Space Anomaly. Okay, let's go beat up on Mr. Fishbowl Head. Let's beat up on him for a minute. Since we have 3 or 4 solid S classes on us, let's beat up on him for a bit. Jason Moore, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yes, sir. Just taking a break from the old GTA 5 shenanigans and doing some No Man's Sky today. Arguably one of the best games I've ever played right here, No Man's Sky. Okay, where is Mr. Fishbowl Head? He's over here. Let's go talk to Mr. Fishbowl. So Deborah says, I put a base computer on what planet I collected, and several would not lay eggs on original planet. Had to find a desired climate. Interesting. Huh. So hold on a second. Let's take a look at that. Fauna again. Let's take a look at Big Boy over here. Okay, so it says native climate barren. So if we take him to a barren planet, him or her, whatever. Okay, so it's a male. If we take him to a barren planet, we should be able to get an egg from this weirdo. All right, so we'll look for a barren planet. We'll just go to a barren planet. And Javix, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Javix says, I found a C-class 2+2 on that other planet you don't like. Oh, so, yeah, exactly. C-class 2+2. Did you happen to see the save beacon on that planet? Because I have a save beacon for an A-class. So you left a black save beacon in the area. Did you see my red one? Because I got a red save beacon over there. Yeah, for whatever reason, save beacons and base computers aren't showing up for other players. Hey, buddy, you and I have to have a talk, pal. All right, there's Mr. Fishbowl Head. So you didn't see it? Yeah, there's something going on. For whatever reason, obviously I can see them, but apparently other players can't. Very strange. All right, here we go. So we got Big Boy right here. Change lineup. So we're going to leave him there. For number 2, let's take our 2 S classes. Well, this guy is... Hold on. Remove him from team. Remove him from team. You know, it would help if I could see the stats of the other fauna while I'm selecting. Hold on. Okay, that's better. That's better. Now we're getting somewhere. Hey, I'm not used to this. Okay, we got a new sub. Who do we have out there? So Andre. Looks like Vavrina. Andre Vavrina. Welcome to the Odd Ones. Everybody, let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to Andre Vavrina. Welcome to the Odd Ones. Thank you for your subscription. Welcome aboard. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, let's remove this guy. So what is he? Okay, so he's an A-class. Let's get him out of there. Let's remove him. Let's keep him in there. We know what the butterfly is. And let's put this guy in. Let's put him in there. Okay. So we've got Mo, Larry, and Curly. We got the 3 Stooges here. We got the 3 Stooges. Confirmed team. Okay, here we go. Confirmed team. So, ooh, he's got 2. He's got 1 from a toxic planet and 2 from hot planets. This could be an interesting fight. Let's do it. What? Hold on. Hold on. How does he have... where did he get this mech? Why does he have a mech? Are you, bro? That's not fair. That ain't right. How does he have a mech? What? All right. Since we're dealing with a toxic, freeze would be better, I think, for the 2 hot planet. So let's go with mudslide. Ooh, jeez. That was a one shot. That was a one shot. Bro, we just one shot the crap out of him, so we got debuffed. Looks like we got debuffed. Decrease combat effectiveness by 9%. Decrease accuracy by 16%. Yeah, we got debuffed. Okay. Dang, that was a one shot, bro. Okay, that's got a 2-turn cooldown. Okay, this is not bad. It's not bad. It's actually kind of fun. So Jason Moore says there's some weird looking Pokemon. Yeah, I got some ugly ones, man. I got some really ugly ones. I got some ugly Pokemon here. So yeah, I know what you mean. That was the one shot from hell. Wow. Okay, so what do we got? So you mean you don't like turn-based games? It depends. If I'm playing like a dedicated strategy game, that's fine. I'm not a fan of Pokemon. I don't do the Pokemon thing. But this is actually not bad, because technically this is not Pokemon. This is Xenomon, if you will, Pokemon in No Man's Sky. I like the way Hello Games took a completely different gameplay mechanic and added it. So Mr. Broat says, Pokemon is the one thing I won't be doing. Never did Pokemon and the concept of watching, never did like Pokemon and the concept of watching what happens. Yeah, and that's pretty much how I felt. I didn't get the thrill. I didn't get it. So this is not something that we're going to continue to do for the live stream. We're just doing it just to try it. Okay, and after we're done with this, we'll get back on the hunt for ships. Okay, so it's my turn. We don't need to regen. We are debuffed. But let's see, this is a hot planet one, so let's freeze them. All right, what you got, buddy? He missed. Ha ha, he missed. Okay, freeze didn't do very good. Sulfurous touch. Okay, let's try it. Ooh. That had to hurt. What you got, buddy? Your fish. Okay, we'll hold on to Oasis. Shifting Sands increases the agility of your player character by 50% for 7 turns. Let's give ourselves a buff. Let's do that. All right, what you got, Fish Face? What you got for me? Up, he swapped out. Okay, so is it my turn? I guess it is. Okay, C-Class, let's, all right, let's mudslide that mofo. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. So, Stuart Laker says, ooh, oh, that stung. That stung. Hey, we won. We won. We won. Yay. Okay, leave arena. Dude got smoked like a pack of cigarettes. So, Stuart Laker says, Hero to You did a post with 3 S-Class fauna, mostly from Anomaly planets. You know, I'm finding that the Anomaly planets have some of the best fauna, believe it or not. It's just like the 2 mechanical fauna that I found, not found, but I showed you guys yesterday. One was an S-Class, the other one was an A-Class with really good S-Class stats. All right, let's talk to Fish Face. Hey, Fish Face, I beat you. What do you want? Wonderful game. You've given me much to consider. Yeah, you need some better fauna, pal. Mr. Fishface. Oh, Oceanus's eyes shimmer in their liquid face. They seem thrilled by the challenge of battle, already calculating strategies for the next time. Take this treat. It's for your creatures. It is not for you. Don't eat it. I don't eat random food from strangers, pal. Thank you. This pellet will fortify the fabric of a creature. Their battle possibilities will expand, grow stronger. Yay! We did it. Okay, so we're done. Dude got smoked like a pack of camels. We can leave now. William says, 2 years not doing pets not going to start. Yeah, William, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Again, I just wanted to try it, if nothing else for the live stream, just to see, just to see how it was. Just to see how it was. So, not bad. Not bad. Oh, let's make a restore point. Let's see here. Give me them nanites, thank you. I'll take them nanites. I do want to see something. I do want to check something here. Let's see. Creature pellets. Hold it. Yep. It can be done. Never mind. Okay, so what we're going to do... screen looks okay. Okay. We're done in this star system. Before we go, let's go grab that other A-class ship that we found. Where is my ship? There we go. Where's my ship? So Jason Moore says if this is turn based on Pokemon agility, essentially boost your speed if you're faster than the opponent monsters. To the opposing monsters, it means you'll move fast. Right, agility, that exactly. Okay, we're going to, let's see here. Not that base. We want to go to the crappy planet if we can find it. Where's it at? There it is. There it is. I am noticing a little bit of frame rate stutter. Once we get planet side, what I want to do is pause the game for just a second and reload. Yeah, I'm noticing a little bit of frame rate stutter. That happens sometimes when I log in or boot in, excuse me, to No Man's Sky and streaming at the same time. It's just a byproduct of streaming, I guess. But hopefully you guys are all doing well. Thanks for joining us today. So William says, dupe the hell out of the pellets if you plan on doing battles going forward. William, that's what I'm going to do, man. We're totally going to mass produce, refine a dupe. Excuse me, that stupid cough is back again. Must be my summer allergies, I don't know. Yeah, should probably get that cough checked. So Jason Moore says, I like the ship's shape, though I need to play it again. Oh, what are you talking about, this one? He says, King Solomon says, grab the powdered water, so yeah. Yes, sir. We always have our powdered dehydrated water on hand. Okay, yeah, this planet absolutely sucks booty. This planet sucks. The fauna on this planet sucks too. They're not good at all. Okay, so what we're going to do is grab this one and clear the base because we don't need the base on this planet. So let's see here. All right, glass, brain, pugnium.
Technology prepared.
This, I'm hoping this is a 3+1, but it could be a 2+2. All right, compare, and let's claim it. Okay, next order of business, let's clear the base because we don't need it. Here we go. Delete. because we don't need this base here anymore. I just want to take this A-class up to the... He says, that cough is hella sus. Yeah, yeah, it's just a random, you know, refine a dupe. Just a random cough that I have on occasion. Yeah, this planet absolutely sucks. What are the other fauna on this rock, by the way? Yeah, the fauna on this planet suck too. They are terrible.
Toxic protection.
So Javik says, I found an A-class 3+1, left a yellow beacon. On this planet? Now this one, technically if it's an A-class, this one could be a 3+1. The one that I just picked up. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other beacons on this rock. Now, did you find it on the other planet? Okay, let's get this thing up to the station and take a look at it. This could be a 3+1. But before we go, what kind of junk do we have? I will take those 10 quad servos, sir. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. I'll take those. Thank you. I will take those 10 quad servos. Yep. Oh, that's Atlantidium. That's the wrong thing. Yeah, we're looking for... Before we leave, it's always a good idea to grab a couple of radiant shards because those things are worth money. That's how I keep my nanites up. I always grab radiant shards along the way. Let's get rid of the ugly sunflower. There we go. Give me that. There's a ginormous patch of sodium. Never pass up a piece of sodium. Yeah, William. Strangely enough, that cough is never around when I'm playing Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, this planet absolutely sucks. Yeah, Mr. Mushroom Head. Yeah, B-class with 1 S-class stat. So Javik says he found it on the ugly planet. So you're here. You found it here, huh? Yeah, I don't see it, man. I don't see your save beacon. Very strange. It might be a thing with Hello Games' Discovery servers. I'm not sure. But since you found an A-class, there's a strong possibility that the one I picked up is also a 3+1. We'll take it up to the station and find out. Okay, let's go. Let's get off this disgusting and rotting planet. Before we go, are there any... Just want to see if there are any curious deposits on this rock. Usually you can find a lot of them on rotting planets. Always get your radiant shards. These things are worth 50 nanites apiece. That's a good way to keep your nanites up. A good, easy way, too. Okay. Yeah, we scanned that one already. Yep. Let's go. We're out of here. Yeah, Javix, I didn't see it, man. I didn't see it. So there could be something going on. Okay, there's a comm beacon. I see a comm beacon. Is that you? That could be you. Let's go take a look, man. That could be you right there. There's a comm ball over there. Okay, that could be yours. Let's go take a look at it. Yeah, I've got multiplayer turned off, and that's because I'm starship hunting. Yeah, this could be you right here, man. Stuart Laker says, that's the trouble I had with the orange and black one from last week. No base or save beacons. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. Because there's clearly a base in the area where I found that S-class. Okay, yeah, I think this is you right here, man. I think this is yours. Let's land. Yep. Okay, yeah, that's the C class. This is this. Well, this is a C class. This is probably that 2+2. Very interesting. So that's not the one, huh? Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't see any other comm stations, or not comm stations, but save beacons on this rock. Very interesting. All right. Okay, let's get this thing up to the space station and check it out. Look at that! Look at this ship, man. Look at this one. This one is definitely a keeper. Look at that. Look at that. That's a gorgeous looking ship. I like this one. Okay, let's get to the space station, if we can find it. That's a good-looking Sentinel ship. That is a good-looking ship. All right. So this one could be a 3+1. Yeah, Jason Moore, exactly. Lots of pointy edges. What I like about it is that it's a light Sentinel fighter. It's not a medium or a large or a heavy. Yeah, William, not bad for a light fighter at all. Not bad at all. I think tank treads and a jaw would have made it perfect. Tank treads would have made it perfect. But since we've had a lot of trouble with orange-colored ships recently, I don't know. Not really going to press my luck on that one. Yeah, this one is definitely a keeper. Don't crash into the station. Jeez, dude. Yeah, William, very nice profile on this one. Very nice. And thank you guys for stopping by today. If you guys haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Yeah, that's not a bad-looking ship at all. I like that one. Yeah, the multi-tools in this station suck, too. This is ridiculous. Even the space station is orange. Even the freaking space station. You know what? We're leaving. Even the space station is orange. What the crap, dude? We're leaving. We're out of here. We're leaving. The space station is orange. Even the station is orange. Okay, let's shift difficulty because I just want to check the multi-tools on... Not multi-tools, the supercharge slots on this one. And we'll revert to save. Yeah, even the freaking space station is orange. Well, it's kind of a gold-orange color, but, I mean, that's orange enough. Okay, so we want upgrade. Let's make it an S-Class. Oh, what do we got? Uh-oh. 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 I think this is that 3+1. I think this... What do you guys say out there in chat? What do you say out there in chat? 2+2 or 3+1? Sound off in chat. What do you say? I think this is the 3+1. I'm calling it 3+1. He says, even your jetpack... Yeah, my jetpack is orange. What the crap, dude? It is orange. Thanks for pointing that out. Now I got to change my jetpack color. We're being plagued by the orange today. So what do you guys say out there? So William says 2+1 and 1. What else do you guys say in chat? I think this one is a 3+1. Let me get a sip of some delicious, fat-free, no-calorie, no-fructose corn syrup, diet powdered water. Oh, that water is good when you're thirsty. Okay, let's put some augments on this one and check it out. I think this is a 3+1, man. So Stuart says 3+1. Jay Hardy says 3+1. We're going to find out. Let's augment this mofo. Here we go. Ah, boo. 2+1 and 1. It's a 2+1 and 1. Boo. I want my money back. I want my money back. Totally want my money back. Boo. So William said, William got the dap on that one. All right, so this is what we're going to do. Since we found another A-class, we're going to scrap this one. Because I have another A-class on a different planet, so we'll scrap this one. Yeah, William called it. Right again. Okay, give me them. Give me those. Put that in a freighter. And we can yoink that cyclotron ballista. So we'll yoink that. How many brains do I have? So we got 10 and 3. Okay. Yeah, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Since it's a 2+1 and 1, I'm not going to keep it. Okay, so we'll just scrap this one. Let's revert. Put that standard. Okay. Let's begin salvage. Man, I was so hoping that was a 3+1, man. But there is probably a 3+1 A-class on that planet. The one that we found on the other planet might be a 3+1. But that's fine. We know where to find that ship if we want it. So, begin salvage. Okay, claim scrap. Okay. I see a fighter with a single thruster and star jumper wings. What do we got here? We got a short nose with quasar wings. Okay. Nice. Check this one out. Not bad. Hold on. I like the green. That's nice. So that's a snowspeeder style fighter with those are not star. I get star jumper mixed up. Those are vector wings. This is a vector wing nose. Vector winged snowspeeder with single thruster. Those are vector wings. That's not bad. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And over here we have a short nose triple thruster with quasar wings. Don't see too many of these. Yeah, you don't see too many of these short nose fighters. Interesting. And of course, there's my lonely radiant pillar sitting over there in the distance. Okay, not bad. You said it's the Christmas. It looks like it, doesn't it? Red and green, true. Okay, so just out of curiosity, what do we have on the radiant pillar? So we've got 1, 2, 3. I've only got what? Hold on. Give me that shield. Get in there, thank you. So we've got X, A, S. That's a blueprint. Hold on. This is hyperdrive, pulse engine. That's the wrong one. Okay, so that's hyperdrive. Let's go ahead and put some pulse engine upgrades in this thing because why not? There we go. There we go. We're upgrading the radiant pillar for free. That's what I'm talking about. And let's put an S-Class hyperdrive in there. So what do we got? This one is 227, 196, 205, and 230. So get rid of this one. Let's pop that. Oh, actually, no. That's better. The A-Class is better than the X-Class. Yeah, so let's pop the X-Class. We'll pop that one. Move the cadmium drive. All right, let's do that. Okay, so this is good to go. That's good to go. All right, nice. Yeah, I only had one. Only had one of those. All right, well, that works for me. Okay, let's sell this stuff and get out of here. So Jason Moore says, I think the TIE Fighter wings with the droid and the Radiant Pillar nose is probably one of my favorite combos. Oh, yeah. I've seen that one. The droid wings. Droid and TIE Fighter wings. I've seen one of those. Some players don't like the the Raza style fighter, which is the Radiant Pillar. That's the Radiant Pillar cockpit, if you will. Some players don't like it because it's too short or whatever the case may be. I like it, man. The Radiant Pillar is one of my favorite ships. It's a nice, small, compact ship. Okay, so we want to sell. Don't sell those. Get rid of that.
Units received.
Taking up space in my inventory for no reason. There we go. AI valves, subatomic regulators, nano cables.
Units received.
Okay. Alright, let's go make some more nanites, get rid of these extra upgrades. Hey buddy, want to sell you some stuff. So William said when I upgraded my pillar to an S, it was a 3+1. So William, I think all Radiant Pillars for all players have the same stats. Carry the Hidden Blade, how's it going? It's good to see you, thanks for joining us. I think they all have the hidden stats, the same stats. I'm not sure. So we want to sell, look at all this crap in my inventory. So sell hyperdrive, starship shield. Alright, we'll keep everything else. Why do I have a random pulse spitter upgrade in here? What is that all about? So Jason Moore says, is duping with the processors still a thing in this game? Yes. Yes, with some limitations. You can no longer refine or duplicate technology. There are some things that can't be duplicated, some things can. But yeah, it is still a thing in the game. Okay, where's my daily driver? Oh, that's right. We picked this one up yesterday too. That's right. We bought this one yesterday. I forgot about that. Totally bought this one. That is yellow. Alright, where's my daily driver? Yeah, you guys will have to excuse the noise. There's a stupid helicopter flying around outside. Alright, let's go. Next system. That was actually fun. That Pokemon battle was actually fun. I will admit, it was definitely fun, but it's not something that we're going to continue during the stream. It was legit fun. Exactly. Heli Bopper is making a lot of noise too. Get off my lawn. Yeah, get the French toast off my lawn. Okay, let's go. Next system. Before we do, let's put a ship away. Let's put one of the ships away. Archive. Let's archive the S. There we go. Alright, that's better. That's better. Okay, Freighter Warp Mat. He says it gives the fauna something to do. No, exactly. And that's why I say that this update is not bad. It's a good update. The Xeno Arena update is actually really good. It's not bad. It gives us a new gameplay mechanic for a lesser used gameplay mechanic in the game. Prior to this new update, there was literally no use for fauna. You collect fauna, but that's it. They sit around, they eat your food, you pet them every once in a while, you can ride them, but that's it. Now we can legit, do something with them. You can do something more with them. So I think that was a smart move on Hello Games' part. Now, is it something that I'm going to do consistently? No, because it's not really my style. There's a lot of grind there that I don't necessarily like, so I think I'll just take a hard pass. So William says you need to hide it from Deb. She might steal it. I know, right? Yeah, that was the most orange exotic ship I've ever seen in my life. Well, not orange, yellow. That ship was yellow. I'm talking yellow. That's how yellow it was. Okay, we are here. This is a 1-star Gex system, so let's take a look. Now, we've had some pretty good luck in 1-star systems recently. We've had some really good luck, so let's take a gander. Okay, so we have Petrified. We got an Anomaly planet. We do have an Anomaly planet here, so we will take a look at that. We'll take a look. We got another bountiful planet with dissonance. 11 fauna, let's mark it. We got another bountiful planet. Okay, terraforming catastrophe. Indium, rusted metal, cobalt. This one has no atmosphere, I'm willing to bet. No planetary fauna. Yep. Okay, this is freezing. Humid. And high energy. Okay. So we have an anomaly planet. We'll stop by there and take a look, but for now, let's go check out this planet. Jason Moore, agreed, man. I agree. We've had some really good luck with the one-star systems in recent days. So Deborah says, when you get a champion battle, get the champion battles, the battles can get extremely hard from what I'm seeing. That's what I've seen. That's what I've seen, too. They can be pretty challenging. You know, the funny thing is that I just thought for a split second, like right now, that I could see legitimate, like, Xeno Arena leagues, not the crap that the game gives you, but just random player leagues on Discord. I'm talking about player leagues on Discord. Why do I think this is going to be the next big esports thing? I'm serious. I'm getting esports vibes from this, man. I'm talking esports vibes. I'm serious. Think about this for a second. Think about it. It's literally Pokemon in No Man's Sky, where you have to find the best fauna, get them to hatch eggs. You know, you can genetically modify your eggs to make them the best they can possibly be. And you're fighting not only against NPCs, but you're fighting against other real-life player characters. So this could potentially be another esports craze if you think about it, if it's done right. Okay, let's go to the space station first, if there is one. There it is. Don't crash into the station, please. Yeah, we might have to switch to normal tap water, right? DJ Bones, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. Yeah, I could totally see this being the next esports thing. And we have a purple and gray space station. Or is that pink? Is that purple? Looks like purple. I think Jason Plays would like this one. Let's check out the multi-tool, because sometimes they're pretty good. It's not. It's ugly. Nope. Always check out the multi-tool. Excuse me, sir. Okay. Yeah, Deborah, exactly. Larger for normal health, smaller for agility. I mean, technically, you could literally have like a really small, pet, small Xeno creature that just never gets hit. It just never gets hit. It dodges everything. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Let's get those out of my inventory. Move this up here. Get them brains out of the way. And move the glass over here. Okay, let's go check it out. And thank you guys for stopping by. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button. Helps out the channel a ton. We are officially back on the ugliest Sentinel ship hunt ever. So our Sentinel ship is this way. And of course it's on the bountiful planet. Nice. This is a B-Class 3+1, by the way, if anybody's wondering. Check back to last week's live stream and you'll find this ship. Okay, what do we got? Yeah, it's another bountiful planet with roughly the same color scheme. Nice. No floating islands, though. No floating islands. All right, what do we got? It is. You've got to be kidding me. I swear. We cannot escape the pincer or the orange. We can't escape the orange. There's no getting away from it. There's no getting away from it. We cannot escape the orange. Now, to be fair, this one is at least, it's a light Sentinel fighter. The curse of the orange continues. So what do we got? Okay, light Sentinel fighter, dorsal pincers. Light Sentinel fighter, dorsal pincers, bat wings. I like it because it's a light Sentinel fighter. I don't like it because it's orange. It also needs ventral pincers too. Ventral pincer stabilizers. It's not bad. I like the light Sentinel fighter, but what is with all the orange ships? What does somebody explain to me? What is this fetish that Hello Games has for orange ships? Somebody explain that to me. Okay, anyways, if you guys want this style of Sentinel ship, glycer in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. This is a light Sentinel fighter, dorsal pincers, bat wings. Single thruster. It's a good-looking ship, but, I mean, come on. The orange has to stop somewhere. What do we have for scrap? It is a B class. It's a B class. It is a B class. What do we have for scrap? Let's take a look. I will take those. Give me those 10 inverted mirrors, please. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, please. I'll take that. Thank you. Yeah, exactly, Deborah. Now I understand why. Now I understand why. So, Stuart Laker says, camouflage again. Yeah, exactly. It blends into the terrain. You can't even see it. So Jason Moore says, I've been out. I've been out of the look. What you're referring to when you say 3+1. We're talking about supercharged slots. 3 connected supercharged slots with 1 separate. So that's what we mean. When we say a 2+2, you've got 2 connected supercharged slots together. Hey! We got a new sub. That scared me to death, by the way. So who is this? So Ray PH. Welcome to the Odd Ones. Everybody, let's get some 07s out there in the chat. Proper hand salute to Ray. Welcome to the Odd Ones. Thank you for your subscription. Welcome aboard. That scared the crap out of me, dude. Okay, this one is worth documenting. Okay. So, again, this is a B class, light Sentinel fighter, dorsal orange pincers, and bat wings. Not a bad looking ship, but we're going to pass on this one. Glyphs are in the lower left hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. This is also a B class located at plus 81.95 and plus 112.10. Let's drop a save beacon. You never know. It could be a good one. It could have some good supercharged slots on it, so let's check it out. All right, let's color this one red. There we go. Make that one red just in case. Yeah, I agree with William. This one is a pass. Okay, so we'll mark it. Let's grab it and go. Glass. Brain. Pugnium.
Technology prepared.
Okay. What are the chances that this B class is a 3+1? Now, because the one of the slots is here, I don't know, man. It is possible. This could be a 3+1. It could be a V 3+1. It could also have 4 connected supercharged slots. I'm willing to bet one of the slots is here. That's why we dropped the save beacon. Let's get this thing up to the station and check it out. All right, before we go, we got some stuff to collect. So yeah, we'll take this up to the space station and check it out. So what do we got here? We have 2 Dissonant resonators. Inverted mirror. Inverted mirror. You know what? I'm taking both of your inverted mirrors. Get wrecked. I'll take that, thank you. Give me them inverted mirrors. Them things are worth money. Inverted mirrors are always worth money. Okay, we'll take that. Anything else? Oh, you know what? We're supposed to be looking for fauna, too. Hold on.
Units received.
Okay, that one's not tameable. Where's all the freaking fauna? What'd they do, leave?
Units received.
Yeah, the fauna left the planet and said, nope, we're not sticking around. We're not sticking around. Here comes that weirdo, Odd Man 105, trying to scan us. Let's get out of here. Let's leave before that weirdo shows up. Never seen fauna this sensitive in my life. Where's the fauna? Hold on. Where are the fauna? There's 11 fauna on this rock. So let's see. We have rare ground always active. Okay, so they're rare. Rare ground. Found in the south. Uncommon diurnal. And the rest are underwater. Okay, never mind. Yeah, Deborah, the fauna said, oh, here comes that weirdo, Odd Man 105. Let's get out of here. We got to leave, like, right now. Let's get out of here. That dude's weird.
Units received.
Okay, so hopping person over there is an A class. Okay, S class combat effectiveness. Oh. Meh. Okay, so that was 5. 5 out of 11. Hold on. Yeah, this one, unfortunately, I don't believe it's tameable. This would be a pretty cool pet to have, though. That one would be pretty cool to have. So rare ground, mostly nocturnal. So that one is at night. That one's found in the south. Oh. Okay. That answers that question. So Carrie says, so yesterday on Starfield I hit 100% game completion. Congratulations. Nice. Again, I'm seriously considering getting Starfield. Seriously considering getting it. Now, that being said, after having played No Man's Sky for so long, I don't expect Starfield to be anything like No Man's Sky. They're completely different games. So I'm considering getting it because that's the north. Okay, obviously south is that way. Obviously. Yeah, I'm considering getting it. Because again, I mentioned this before, I like Bethesda games. So that's west. That's east. Alright. So let's get this thing up to the space station and check it out. Although I am curious. Yeah, Jason Moore, exactly. I like Bethesda games. One thing that Bethesda ZeniMax does very well is storytelling. They make some of the better, I should say, single player games out there. Their multiplayer stuff is not that great. But their single-player games are really, really good. They're really good. Yeah, I like Fallout 4. I like Skyrim. Morrowind was good. Everything Elder Scrolls, with the exception of the Elder Scrolls Online, was really good. Elder Scrolls Online was trash. It's still trash, in my opinion. Aha!
Units received. Units received.
So we have some random seahorses down here.
Units received.
Yep, and they're not giving us any stats. So, yeah. Okay, we're out of here. So Blind Frog says Starfield is a game of loading screens and nothing else. Well, again, that's the fault of the game engine itself. That's not so much the fault of the game. That's the fault of the engine. What Bethesda failed to do was update the gaming engine so that there were so that there were no loading screens. And that's why a lot of players were pissed, because for everything you do in Starfield, there's a loading screen. Whereas No Man's Sky was released in 2018, or 2016, I'm sorry. Not a single loading screen for this game. Not one. So you've got games like No Man's Sky and I would even argue Elite Dangerous that could do transitions better than Starfield. But that's a limitation. That's actually a limitation of the game engine. Up, echolocator. Thank you. I'll take that. Thank you. Yeah, that's a limitation of the game engine and not of the game itself. Hey, shut up. What? Get wrecked. Shut up. Who else wants some? Get out of here. Get wrecked. All right, let's go. Okay, let these guys finish hunting. They're like all the way over there. Okay, let's keep going this way. That was fun. All right, always get the radiant shards because they're worth money. Shut up, Sentinel. Okay, let's go. We can leave now. If I can find my ship. All right, let's get this thing up to the space station and check it out. Yeah, fauna on this planet are not very good, but we will hit up that Anomaly planet on the way out. Yeah, but I am considering getting Starfield, especially since it's on sale anyway, so... Again, you have to, if you're someone who's just beginning Starfield, and I've never played Starfield before, but you kind of have to go into it with the mindset of, yeah, this is a Bethesda game. So it's going to have all of the Bethesda-based quirks that come along with a Bethesda game. So it's not going to be a perfect game. But I think it's got a deep story, and that's what I look for whenever I play a single-player RPG, if you will, because Starfield's an RPG. That's what it is. It's a space-bound RPG. Now, I do think that Todd Howard could have been a bit more upfront with us about exactly how Starfield was going to work in terms of transitions and everything else. Because the procedural generation for Starfield just wasn't that great. Especially when you compare the procedural generation in No Man's Sky to Starfield, No Man's Sky does it 1,000 times better, easily. Okay, so let's see what we got. But I don't think Starfield is a bad game. I think it's a decent game for what it is. So I'm thinking about getting it just to have it in my Bethesda games collection. Fallout 76, hell no, absolutely not. Elder Scrolls Online, absolutely not. Those games are garbage. I do not like live service games. So Blind Frog says, I really like that ship, just the hull without the wings, that you featured as an honorable mention in the video 2 weeks ago. I was planning to start a new save file anyway. Okay, a new save file anyway. So I'm going to get that. Well, good, man. I'm glad you watched the video. Glad you liked it. Definitely go get it. It's actually it's got pretty good stats on it. Yeah, he's talking about that medium key fob. It's got really good stats. It's a 3+1. So that thing will do some real damage once it's fully upgraded. Okay, did we set that? Yes, we did. Okay, let's see what we got on this ship. Let's go ahead and upgrade it. I bet you it's a 3+1. I bet it's a 3+1. Okay, so I'm calling it 3+1. I'm calling it's a 3+1. You guys sound off in chat. What do you think it is? 2+2, 3+1, or spread out all over the place? Sound off in chat. I think it's going to be a 3+1. Let's take a second to get some votes in. What do you guys think this is? I think it's a 3+1. Again, my problem with this ship is that it is orange. I've had enough of orange ships. I'm tired of orange ships. So William says R3+1. Okay, possibly. Blind Frog says 3+1. Yeah, going once, going twice. Yeah, I think it is a 3+1. Jason Moore says, what is preferred as far as supercharged slot location? I think either the T4 or L4 are the best. 4 squared is okay because they're all connected, but in terms of just overall damage potential, T4 or L4. Jay Hardy says spread out. Carrie says 2+2. Okay, let's see what we got. It's a 2+2. So Carrie got it right. She called it. It's a 2+2. Stuart Laker says 3+1. Yeah, she said I want to be different. Well, you're definitely different. It's a 2+2. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad, but this is not a keeper, so we're going to scrap this one. Let's revert the save. I do have a save beacon in the area if you guys want this ship. Restore. Let's revert the save and go from there. That one is not worth a hunt. We'll skip it. Now, before we leave, we have to go. Let's make sure we swap that back. We have to go to the Anomaly planet in this system. Perfect. Again, it's not a bad-looking ship. It's just orange. If it had a different color on it, it would definitely be a keeper. I like the light Sentinel fighters. It would definitely be a keeper, especially like pincers. I like dorsal and ventral pincers on mine. But that one is worth a hunt. But I've got coordinates and everything for it, so that's no big deal. Or at least glyphs, anyway. Okay, let's bust this. We don't need it. Bust that. Okay, let's begin salvage. So Carrie says, all those losers can have pineapple pizza to eat. Yeah, let them eat pineapple pizza. Okay, so we want to begin salvage. We're going to scrap this one. Okay. See, daily driver. Perfect. Okay, before we leave the system, and actually, you know what? Before we, later on during the stream, we're going to go to that planet where the game hub found that blue and white pincer with tank treads. He found a blue and white one with tank treads. I was like, what? Seriously. AI valves, subatomic regulators, nano cables. Okay, I think we're good. We can sell those, get rid of this. And that. And ship. Let's refine those. Okay. Let's sell the B-class upgrades because we don't need them. Hey, buddy, got some stuff to sell you. Yeah, William, that blue and white was fire. Blue and white with dorsal pincers and tank treads. That ship was fire. We're going to pick that ship up today. I want that one in my pincer fleet. That one we're going to get. Pleasure to... just whatever. Whatever you said, pal. Okay, so we want to sell. All right, make some nanites. Thank you. Okay, we're done in this system. Let's go. Let's make a new restore point. Hold up before we go. Let's go to that Anomaly planet. Let's mark it. If I can get back in my ship. Thank you. Discoveries. This is petrified. Let's mark it. There's one fauna here. Let's go check it out. So Blind Frog says, I like pineapple on pizza. Give it all to me. Bro, I will pay you good money. I will cash app you right now to eat pineapple on pizza. I will cash app you right now. You can have all of it. Trust me, you can have all the pineapple pizza. Pineapple pizza is blasphemy. You can have all the pineapple pizza. Okay, and thank you guys so much for stopping by today. We're on to more No Man's Sky shenanigans. We are here on a petrified planet to check out the fauna. Just to kind of see what we got. There's like one fauna on this rock. Hey, check this out, a boundary separation. We got a boundary separation. Nice. This structure right here is called the boundary separation. I have no idea what this thing is for. You can interact with it. Yeah, boundary failure. Yeah, boundary failure. You can interact with it. But this, again, this is one of those unused structures in No Man's Sky that pertains directly to the story, to the storied quest. I'm willing to bet that this structure right here has something to do with the Realm of Glass and perhaps even the Void Mother. But we just don't know yet. All right, get your free stuff. Give me the free stuff. Give me all the free stuff. Okay, where is our Fauna? There he is. There's one over there. There's one over there. Okay, let's go check it out. Yeah, William, we used it once to get the living ship, but that's it. I'm almost willing to bet that there were more uses for it.
Units received.
Found it. Geez, talk about rock and roll. But there we go.
Units received.
Okay, it's an A class. A class. It's not the best. Not the best. It's not the best. All right, we'll pass on it. We'll pass on it. Let's go ahead and upload this discovery. All right, give me that money. Okay. Not the best, but we'll take it. All right, next system. Would you let me in my ship, please? Thank you. So Stuart Laker says, if we ever get the update to add its extra use, I hope we do. I think the boundary failure right here specifically pertains to the Realm of Glass because it's called a boundary failure. When they talk about boundary separation, they're talking about the breakdown in the walls between different realities. One of the realities is the Realm of Glass. I am almost for certain that this structure right here has something to do with the Realm of Glass. Can we fly through? Yes, we can. I'm almost willing to believe that. I think that's a thing, man. Yeah, William, I would love to see that update, man. Absolutely. Okay, we are here. We're done. Next system. Yeah, we're doing things the hard way here. I like how my freighter just kind of flew out of the system, then flew right back in. That's funny. Okay, let's go. Not bad. Not bad for a one-star Gex system. Not bad. I think the ship looked fine. I just think that it's orange. Too much orange, man. What the crap is with all the orange? I understand now why the Game Hub is pissed off about orange ships. I get it. Okay, here we go. So Mr. Brote says there is lore. You can interact with it and read it. And it took an hour of reading lore. Oh, really? An hour? I know you can interact with the boundary failures, but just wasn't sure to what extent. So Stuart Laker says there are a few things that need to finish before they go to Light No Fire. Well, here's the deal. I think that even after Light No Fire releases, Hello Games will continue to support No Man's Sky. Oop, we got an Outlaw Dissident. Hello Games will continue to support No Man's Sky with updates because they have a big enough team to do it. So I don't think there will ever be a point where they end support for No Man's Sky. And one thing we got to remember is that No Man's Sky is a single-player game. It's a single-player game first, with multiplayer. So it's not like it's a live service game where if they shut down Discovery servers, you can't play the game anymore. That's not the way No Man's Sky works. This is a single-player game, which is one of the reasons I bought it. Yeah, I am not a fan of live service titles, man. I hate live service games. Grand Theft Auto Online is the exception, but not the rule. Okay, so what do we got? Frozen. Abandoned? Okay, well, the planet is abandoned. It's an abandoned planet. Wait, go back. Go back. What did that say? Yeah, it's abandoned, but it's got 10 fauna. Interesting. Barren, abandoned. Okay, this one I bet has no fauna. It's got 6 fauna on it. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So this is isotopic. Okay, so that's a radioactive planet. Okay, market. Let's go check it out. Let's see why that planet is abandoned. Okay, first stop is space station. We want to check out the multi-tool. There it is. Give me my daily driver ship. Thank you. If I can get in my ship, please. Will you let me in the ship? Yeah. Hold on. Oh, here we go. They're having issues with cross saves. They're having issues with cross saves. Okay, never mind. They're having issues with cross saves again. Okay, let's go check out the old pirate station. Yeah, it looks like Hello Games is having issues with their cross saves again. No big deal. Alright, multi-tool, it's ugly. What's with all the ugly multi-tools? What do we got here? Nope. C-Class. Let's see what we've got for some good stuff. Yeah, that has been a problem recently. Ever since Remnant. It's been a problem since the Remnant update. Okay, so we've got Plasma Launcher, Pulse Engine, Hyperdrive, Launch Thruster, Bolt Caster, Scanner. Blaze Javelin, Scatter Blaster, Movement.
Product received.
We'll take a Bolt Caster module. Okay, that looks like an arachnid. Hold on. Oh, no, it's not an arachnid. It's a cleaver head. That one is a cleaver head. So what do we got here? C-Class. Not really my style. I like that it's armored. But not really my style. Let's take a look at the wings, at the sails. What do you got for sails, buddy? Amwood, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Let's make an offer. Oh, heck no. That's a whole lot of nope. Goodbye. Keep your ship, pal. We're out of here. There's a Viper-style fighter with a dorsal, single thruster, and quasar wings. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, where's my daily drive? Where's my ship? Oh, there it is. Where's my ship? Okay, let's check it out. Here we go. Now, speaking of quasar wings, I've noticed that Ricey's Emporium hasn't uploaded recently. I haven't seen any new content from Ricey in a while. I hope everything's okay with him. Yeah, and to be fair, Ricey has a normal job. He has a normal job. He just does the not Minecraft thing, the No Man's Sky thing. He does community nights and ship meets whenever he has time. But it used to be where he did it every Friday night. I'm not sure what's going on. I think some of you guys who watch Ricey's Emporium may know what's going on with his channel or anything with his particular situation. I have noticed that I haven't seen any uploads from him recently, so hopefully everything is okay with him. Yeah, what's funny is that because I live in, Japan, I can usually see his Friday night ship meets and his community nights, which he used to host live streams for. Either my Friday morning, afternoon, or Saturday morning, something like that. I'd see them at a slightly different time. But I just noticed that he hasn't been uploading recently. And Ricey's Emporium is one of my favorite creators because he knows starships in and out. He knows everything about every starship there is. So if you want to get the ins and outs on the different wing designs or starship canopies, everything else, Ricey's is the guy to talk to. He knows everything. Yeah, I haven't seen anything from Ricey in a while. So hopefully everything is okay with him. Your companion is ready to lay an egg. So William says Ricey is good. Yeah, okay. Okay, thanks for letting me know, man. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, I can already see we have an Elvis with a pelvis. I can see it from here. We have an Elvis with a pelvis. It's an Elvis with a pelvis. I'm telling you guys right now, it's an Elvis with a... We got to see it. It's an Elvis with a pelvis. I can already see it. I already see it. It's an Elvis with a pelvis. I already see it. Yep. Okay, it doesn't have a pelvis, but it's got skis. It's an Elvis with skis. So this is... okay, it's blue, I think. Let's get a look at it. Okay, it looks like light blue. Light Sentinel Fighter. Javik says, I miss Whiskey Barrel Gaming. I know, Whiskey Barrel hasn't put up anything new either recently. Whiskey Barrel Gaming is very entertaining. I still watch his content even though he doesn't put anything up new. The vast majority of his tutorials are still relevant. Even though things have changed in No Man's Sky, but they're still relevant. I still watch Whiskey Barrel. Okay, this is a Light Sentinel Fighter. Dorsal Mohawk, no thruster. Ventral skis with thrusters. What you see is what you get. Not really my style. I like Light Sentinel Fighters, but this thing needs a set of wings badly. Hey, Moses, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you today? How are you, brother? Good to see you. So if you guys want this style of Sentinel ship, the glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy, starship number 1 for this planet. This is a C-class located at minus 50.54 and plus 152.99 if you want this style of ship. This one is a hard pass for me because, yeah, no wings. And here comes the disgusting fart cloud. Seriously? Yeah, if you stand here too long, you'll get crop dusted. We're leaving. And Moses doing well, yeah. William said that's called a next.
Falling.
That's a whole lot of next. Always get your shards. Okay, let's grab it and check it out. Let's grab it and go. What are the fauna? There's 10 fauna on this ugly rock. What do we have for fauna?
Units received.
Okay, it's A-class. Meh.
Units received.
Looks like we got a mushroom guy over there. Let's go scan him. He says, I want that one now. Collects bug ships. Well, you can have it all day. What else we got? Where's that mushroom thing? Oh, he's over there.
Units received.
Yeah, the mole rat we can't scan. Okay, that is an A-class.
Received.
Coming through, coming through, coming through. Don't mind me.
Units received. Units received. Units received.
Interesting, interesting. Okay, this planet is a bust. Let's go. We're out of here. Let's grab that ship. We can go. I said ship. I said ship, chat. I didn't say the other word. I said ship. Settle down, chat. I said ship. Settle down. So Mr. Brote says, Elon Paul. Yeah, Elon Paul, too. Okay, let's grab this thing and get out of here. Yeah, Moses doing well, man. Blessed by the best as always, brother. Blessed by the best. How are you, man? Good to see you. Hey, check this out. 10 more mirrors? Yes, please. Ship. I'll take those mirrors. I will take them mirrors. Okay, let's grab this thing, get it up to the station. Glass. Brain. Pugnium.
Technology prepared.
Okay, C-class. B-class rocket launcher. Upgrade. Compare. Oh, okay, so it's white. It's not blue, it's white. It's the filter. Okay, let's go. Yeah, this is definitely not my style of Sentinel ship. So, yep, we're scrapping it. Yeah, William says that's called a next. Yeah, William, I said ship. Ship. S-H-I-P. Ship. Okay, let's go. Let's go back to the station. And we'll check this thing out. Okay, so it's actually it's off-white bluish. This ship would have been fine if it had a set of wings on it. As we fly into my space, not space station, but it's my capital ship. He says, give it to Jason Plays. Javik says, I'm platinum on PS5 because of Whiskey Barrel Gaming. I like Whiskey Barrel Gaming's content. He does very thorough, very entertaining content. He's got some good stuff over there on his channel. He hasn't uploaded in a while, though. Okay, this is a C-class, so we can check the supercharged slots on this one just because. Just out of curiosity, we got Frozen. That's where we were. Baron. Hold on a second. 7 out of 10 Fauna. Whatever. Abandoned. We can go to the abandoned planet, the other abandoned planet. And we can check out the radioactive planet, too, before we leave. All right. Okay, let's shift difficulty so we can check the supercharged slots on this just because. Just out of curiosity. Again, this ship is not worth keeping. It's just not my style. William, yes, there are battle tables in the space stations. I don't want to talk to you. Get out of here. I already talked to you, buddy. Don't want to talk to you. Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade. Man, I've been having so much fun looking at Fauna and collecting ships, I forgot what time it was. Seriously, been having a bit of a blast today with this one. Yeah, so far, no other S-Class Fauna, unfortunately. Okay. And it's a 2+2. This is a 2+2. Not worth it, so we will... yoink that upgrade. We will totally yoink that upgrade. We will totally yoink that upgrade. And we will... I guess we'll go ahead and scrap this one. Switch that back to standard. You know what? Actually, let's revert to save. Let's revert to save. Put that back to a C-class and scrap it. Yeah, Stuart, I've been having a pretty good time, man. I will be honest. I'll be honest with you. That first Xeno battle was actually kind of fun. It was actually fun, especially since that one fauna that I found was one-shotting everything. Literally one-shotting everything. That was funny. Okay, so we brought this back to a C-class. Yes, we did. Let's grab this. Let's yoink that. Okay, let's go scrap this thing and get out of here. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. The party is just getting started. So we want to begin salvage. Claim scrap 34 mil. Yes, please. Too bad, too. Nice color, man. Very nice color. Just nothing else to show for it. Okay. So we can sell stuff to this guy, right? Contraband dude. So we want to sell... Oh, here we go. Compressed indium scrap. AI valves. Subatomic regulators. Nano cable. And we got those 3 C-class. Let's put this one. Hold on. Where's my daily driver? There we go. Let's put that B-class rocket launcher upgrade. Oh, we've already got one in there. I guess we can only use one. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, apparently that's a blueprint. Okay, so let's sell it. Sell that one. Sell that one. We'll put this one in another starship. Let's see. I don't think I have one in a Radiant Pillar. Oh, we do. We got one in a Radiant Pillar. That's fine. Okay, what about this one? We do not. Let's take the rocket launcher, put that there. Perfect. All right, we'll put that blueprint right here. There you go. That works. Okay, let's go. Goes that was surprised to see it in Outlaw stations. Yeah, all space stations have them, except for abandoned stations, I think. Okay, let's take a really quick sweep of the star system again. Let's see what we got here. Frozen. 13 fauna. It's like right in front of me. The frozen planet's right in front of me. Let's take a really quick look. Let's just take a really quick look. I'm curious about the fauna on this rock. Most of them are probably going to be aquatic. Man, this is the coldest planet I've ever seen in my life. What the crap, dude? This planet is cold. This planet is cold. What the crap? Yeah, this is a cold planet. Hey, check this dude out. Hold on. Hey, come back here, buddy.
Units received.
Okay, B class. Boo.
Units received.
Okay, that one is an A class. I guess that's not too bad. Okay, so this guy's an A class with S class combat effectiveness. Yeah, this planet sucks. Absolutely sucks. Okay, we're not going to spend all day looking for fauna on this rock. Yeah, not really seeing anything in particular, so yeah, let's go. Yeah, not really seeing anything in particular. So, yeah.
Units received.
Okay, we're out of here. Let's go to that abandoned planet. Let's go to this one with 6 fauna. Let's check this one out.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Ozzy Bob, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you today? Ozzy Bob, hopefully, are you feeling better? It's good to see you, man. Hopefully you're feeling better, bro. Yeah, we're just hunting for starships and random fauna. All right, this way. Let's hit up this planet, then we'll leave the system and go to the next starship. So far, so good. So far, so good. Not bad. Look at all these freaking inverted mirrors we found. Nice. We'll take them 500 nanites. Yeah, what does this guy want? Okay. Okay, whatever. Check that out. So we gave him some dihydrogen, and he gave us historical lawsuits. It says heretical lawsuits. That's funny. That is funny. Okay. So we just bought a book for 300 dihydrogen. I'll take it. We just bought a book for 300 dihydrogen. Okay. Sounds like a good enough deal to me. Ozzy says, much better today. Hey, Daza Pants, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, bro. How are you? Welcome to the channel. So Ozzy says, much better today. Nice, man. I'm glad to hear it. So it's that managed to pick up that royal I found yesterday and the butterfly. Nice. So Ozzy, what wave was that royal spawn? Was the starship? That royal starship. What wave did it spawn? First, second, or third? I didn't stick around long enough to find out. Let's get to some flat surface over here so we can see exactly what it is we're doing. Oh, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. No wonder. So it said it came around the third wave, took a few minutes. That's kind of what I figured. It flew in immediately for us, but that's only because we had been in the system for some time. Okay, let's look around. What do we got? Oh, look at that. Look at this guy.
Units received.
Hey, boo. He's a B class. Boo.
Thermal protection falling.
Nothing else, huh? So, let's see here. Rare, ground, common, all ground always active, diurnal, rare always active. Okay. Okay, that one's an A class.
Units received.
Since most of them are ground, we should be able to see them. Okay, well, so much for this planet. Yeah, nothing.
Units received.
Yeah, well, they don't count. Okay, well, we're out of here. We're out of here. We're leaving. All right, next system. Mr. Boat says if you like surprises, go to the boat, sun, boat, bird, triforce, dragon, dragonfly, boat, T. So what galaxy is that? Okay, we're out of here. Let's go. Ozzy Bob says, okay, so I found a good way to get new Xenos leveled up quickly. Make the first two the ones you want to level up in the third your best. Interesting. Can gain you up to 15 upgrades the first time you battle them. Okay, that's actually a very good point. Okay, where is my ship? Not Space Anomaly. There we go. Let's go. Oh, so the galaxy is Euclid. Okay. That's good information. Okay, one thing I did want to do. One of my creatures was ready to lay an egg, but we left the planet before we needed to, so what I am going to do before we travel too far away from that system, that was the previous system, by the way. That was the previous system, so let's go back and let's go back to the planet. And as a matter of fact, I think it should be in the log. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. I thought that was in the log, but that's okay. All right. Galaxy map. Mr. Bro, thank you for the rewards, man. Appreciate you. Okay, so that's the Outlaw Dissident that we're currently in. And that's where we were. Let's, not that one. That's a completely different Outlaw Dissident. Hold on. There we go. Let's go back to that one-star Gex system. And that's because one of my creatures is ready to lay an egg. Let's grab the egg from that creature. Then we'll keep going. Yeah, because usually I don't even pay attention to that stuff. Okay, what planet was that? Pretty sure it was the... Yep, I'm pretty sure it was this planet. Pretty sure it was this one. I think. Let's go back and check it out. This should take a whole minute. This shouldn't take very long at all. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for stopping by. My opinion of this Xeno Battle update, Xeno Arena update, I think it's fun. I think it's okay. I think the update is perfectly fine. Not really something that I'm interested in, because I don't do the whole Pokemon thing, but I can see how some players would enjoy it. I can see how it's fun. So if you don't mind the grind, then there's definitely some fun to be had here. The whole Pokemon-style arena battle thing is just not my cup of tea. So he says when you use the gene splicer, you can change the Xeno's buffs. Yeah, the problem is that I got to get eggs first. I got to get the freaking eggs first, man. Yeah, we got to collect the eggs first. Okay, I think it was this system, but let's find out. All right, pets. Okay, what do we got? Not in. Okay, so it wasn't this one. Let's give it a treat. Let's gently pet. Okay, you can go now. Wrong one. We'll send him away. What about the other one? It might have been a different one. Hold on. If I can stop fat fingering the keys. Not him. Not him. I think it was one of these guys. Okay. Too young to lay eggs. Too young to lay eggs. You know, I think there's something to be said about that. Okay, we'll send him away. Get out of here. What about the other one? What about the other one? Ozzy Bob says he's having omelets tonight. Omelets sound pretty good. Let me guess. You're too young to have eggs too, right? Gestating in 1 hour, 22 minutes. I got to wait a whole hour? Bro, I'm out of here. Get out of here. Gently pet. Shut up. We ain't waiting for that. What about the other ones? Okay, let's get him out of here. Let's dismiss him. What about the other ones? Somebody better have a freaking egg. What about this guy? What about big boy right here? You got an egg for me, buddy? Nope. But these guys are over there sandbagging. These guys are sandbagging. Get out of here. All right. Let's send him back. Let's get that thing out of here. What about the stupid butterfly? You see what I mean? This is too much grind. All right, I know you got an egg. So 27 minutes. 27 minutes on this one. And you guys absolutely suck. All right, let's get rid of him. You can go back home now. Get out of here. 27 minutes. All right, let's go. We're done. We're leaving. So M Wood says, I'm waiting to see if we get, see what rewards we get for becoming champions before I pass judgment. I heard the rewards are actually pretty decent. That's what I heard. I heard the rewards are actually pretty decent. Again, I think I like what Hello Games did with the update. It's a different take on xenobiology. For example, scanning, collecting, taming pets. Now they're actually functional. They're actually functional. And I'm willing to bet this is something we're going to see in Light No Fire. Where your pets, just like they do in No Man's Sky, your pets will fight alongside you. If you're fighting Sentinels, for example, they'll literally fight alongside you. Okay, next system. So I see what Hello Games was going for here. I think it was a very good idea. So Ozzy Bob says, do you have any reward eggs due at the Anomaly? I think so. I think I do. I think I have some. Again, I never really paid attention to the eggs or to any of it. I think I got some eggs in my freighter too. We probably have some here. But so that we don't get too distracted, I'll just kind of leave that for something off stream. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I have a couple of eggs. As a matter of fact, let's take a look. Yeah, I got so much crap in my freighter. This is not funny. All right, next system. Ozzy Bob says, I think for the rewards, eggs from the Xeno battles, you can see them talking to Oceanus. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. They're supposed to be really good, though. Yeah, Deborah, an egg out of a youngling. Apparently. Again, I don't do xenobiology. I didn't know that was a thing. I don't judge me. I didn't know that was a thing. All right, 2-star Gek. This is a purple system. Let's go. I swear, if I see one more orange starship, I'm going to rage quit. It's rage quit time. It is rage freaking quit time, I swear. If I see one more, it's rage quit. All right, first contact. Let's go. Let's do this. Anything I got to drop off in here? Just out of curiosity? No? Okay. All right, let's scan the planets. Okay, what do we got? Hey, aquamarine, quartzite, dioxide, sodium. This is a purple star system, so interesting. We got an anomaly planet. Well, then again, it says planetary anomaly, but it's not an anomaly planet. Never mind. Okay, 13 fauna. Icy. Windswept. 7 fauna. Let's mark it. This one is Endless Seas. Okay. And supercritical. All right, let's go. We're on the clock. Let me out of here. Aaron Hunt, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by, man. Just doing some more No Man's Sky today. Before tomorrow's GTA 5 online shenanigans. Ozzy Bob says, fun fact, there are 1,025 Pokemon to find. No Man's Sky has infinite Xenos to find. Yeah, they are infinite. That's right. They are infinite. All, procedurally generated. That is correct. Okay, let's go. Space station first. We'll check out the multi-tool and head planet side. If I see one more orange ship, it's over. It's over. Also, if I miss somebody out there in chat, it's not being done on purpose. Just sound off again for me in chat without spamming, and we'll get caught up as quickly as humanly possible. Don't crash into the station. All right, that's better. This is about a mean-looking space station. Okay, what do we got for multi-tools? That is an ugly AF multi-tool. That's ugly. Next. Nope. Okay, let's go. Moses says, thank you for the live broadcast you do, for the videos you make. Hey, Moses, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you for watching, man. Thank you for being part of the community. Seriously, thank you so much for being part of my community, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay. Do we have our restore point? Yes, we do. Okay, let's go. Start the hunt. William says, I'm guessing horn. I swear, if I see one more orange ship, I'm rage quitting. Rage quit city. This is a 2-star Gex system, so you never know. Oh my gosh. This has been a fun live stream so far. We got some good stuff done. Very good stuff. As we bounce off the planet's surface. So, William says it might be yellow then. I know, right? It could be yellow. It could be yellow. So Ozzy Bob says, I know the number of the therapist that treats the game hub. Yeah, we might have to get that person's number or email. It's been bad. For whatever reason, the closer we get to the galactic core, the more orange ships we find. Okay, and there's a raging storm going on. We can't see anything. All right, what do we got? Okay, this one appears to be... I don't know. I can't tell. I don't know what color that is. Hold on.
Thermal protection falling.
This one appears to be red. Okay, this one is red. It's not orange. Joven Mendoza, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. It's red. Thank God it's red. Okay. So we have a medium Sentinel fighter. Heavy wings. Single-bladed wings. Dorsal and ventral TIE fighter style stabilizers. Pretty basic, but it's not red. Or, I'm sorry, it's not orange. Pretty basic, but it's not orange. So if you guys like this style of Sentinel ship, the glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. It could be dark orange. There's a weird filter going on, man. There's a weird filter going on. It looks red. It looks red, but it's not orange. He says that's dark orange. What is that? That's mid-afternoon orange. That's what it is. So this is a B class located at plus 36.29 and minus 120.22. Okay. Same rules apply. Let's drop a save beacon just in case this ship might be worth it. I don't think this is worth a hunt.
Thermal protection
And hold on.
technology
There we go.
recharge.
Let's paint this one red, same color as the ship. All right, perfect. This is a B class, so let's get it up to the station and check it out. Keep your rusty metal, pal. Thank you. Let's look around for any fauna. No fauna, huh? There we go.
Units received.
Yeah, we got a crappy extreme storm here. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got some bugs. B class.
Received.
B class. B class. Oh. We got some cockroaches. Looks like all the bugs are B class. We'll take that dihydrogen, sir. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Excuse me there, buddy.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Yeah, I've actually been trying to find a really good B-class bug. Hoverman Hove says, back up. So Javik says,
Extreme night temperature detected.
I found a 3+1 C-class bug ship. Left the comm station. Nice. A C-class 3+1 bug. Ooh, okay. Nice. That's an excellent find. Hope Mendoza says, can someone please explain how a AAA gaming company got hacked? Yeah, William. Rockstar Games got hacked again. Yeah, they got hacked again. It's, I would call it a lack of proper security protocols on their place because they used a trusted third party. They literally used a trusted third party, and it was a third party software or API that got hacked. And that's what, unfortunately, that's what happens. Excuse me, sir. That's what happens when you don't. Basically, you use a third-party app to store and keep your login credentials. So yeah, that's typical for a company like Rockstar Games. I shouldn't say typical because they're not the only ones that got hacked. There are other companies that use that third-party API that found themselves on the receiving end of a data breach. Recently. I did a video on it on my channel, explaining exactly what happened and how it happened. Okay, let's get this one up to the station.
Technology repaired.
Okay, ooh. Check that out. Now, it's probably a 2 + 1 and 1, so I'm not going to get excited. Let's compare and claim it. Okay, so again, for anybody who wants this ship, let's make sure we get it properly cataloged. This is a B-class medium Sentinel fighter, dorsal and ventral TIE fighter style stabilizers, heavy wings, and single-bladed wings. Not a bad-looking ship, but it's pretty common, so this is not a hunt. Glister in the lower left-hand corner of the screen for this ship. This is a B-class.
Extreme temperature detected.
Located at plus 36.29 and plus 120.23. So if you want this ship, come get it. There's a safe beacon in the area.
Falling.
Lady, will you be quiet? Stop bugging me. Okay, let's get this thing up to the station. Before we go, how many... There's 7 fauna on this planet. Always active, always active. Yeah, they're always active too, but they're rare, huh? Let's go to a different part of this rock and see if we have better luck. Yeah, it says always active, so they should be active at night too. Oh, what is that? -1? My mistake. -120. That's why I always show the coordinates. -120. Yeah, no fauna, huh?
Thermal protection falling.
Yeah, we're just taking a really quick look around. Okay, this planet is a bust, so let's keep going. Yeah, very strange. All right, let's go. So, Gambler's Crown, thanks for joining us. How's it going? It's good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us today. So, Joe saw No Man's Sky, had to hop in, been playing nonstop all week myself. I will admit, and let me say this again, the whole arena battle, Xeno arena thing is not really my style. It is fun. It is fun. I will say that it's definitely fun. Although the grind is definitely there. The grind is there. It's not really my type of game. So Javik says, I use the bug ships to go through the core and the black holes. Yeah, for me, I will take a busted system ship with like everything broke on it, then I'll travel through the galactic core. Because everything's going to break anyway. Okay, what else is in this star system that we can see? Anything good? Aquamarine, icy, endless seas. Okay, that's where we were. Planetary anomaly, 8 fauna. Oh, let's mark that one. Let's take a really quick look. So Gambler's Crown says, I'm good, just doing some settlement stuff. Man, I haven't touched settlements in a long time. I haven't touched them in a long time. And I think that's because settlements kind of came and went. They did an update for settlements back in 2025, but there really wasn't much to it. You can upgrade your settlements from C classes to S classes, etc., but that's pretty much the extent of it. I do think that the autophase settlements was a great addition. I think autophase settlements was a great addition, but I think that Hello Games should have done a bit more with it. Yeah, I haven't touched my settlements in a long, long time. What Gambler? So Javik says, I leave them plain when I go through. Nice. Yeah, if I go through, going through a black hole is not a big deal. You won't break any technology, but of course, when you travel through the galactic core, it literally breaks all of your technology and the multi-tools, your ship, your technology, and your exosuit, everything breaks. So I'll typically get a broken ship and something that's already broken, like a ship and a multi-tool, and I'll use that. And I'll just remove my technology from my exosuit. Because you can always call in your working ship when you get there. Alright, what do we got? These planets have the worst topology ever. This planet sucks. Alright, what do we got? Anything good? It may take a second for Fauna to pop in. Here we go. There's a beacon. Okay, so rare, uncommon, diurnal, and the other three are underwater. Huh. They're rare but always active, so we should be able to see them. There's one. We have a walking plant.
Units received.
Boo, it's a B class. It's a B class.
Units received.
Another B class.
Units received.
Another B class. Boo. Get wrecked, plant. Yeah, they're all B class. This planet looks like a bust. Alright, we're out of here. Let's go. Okay, let's get this thing up to the station and scope it out. So William says, you remember when going through a black hole did break your technology? I do. I do remember that. I do remember that. Ooh, pardon me for a sec. Ooh, sorry about that. So Mr. Brote says, hint, my surprise is called the Black Mamba. Interesting. Well, I'll tell you what, let's go to space station. Check out this ship. Then we'll go check out this ship that Mr. Brote found. We should have all of the glyphs and everything in chat. Yep. So since we're in Euclid, I do have a portal here. We should be able to find it. I say we go check that out, and we should also go get the ship that the Game Hub found. Though his was a C... It was a C-class R3+1. I just don't remember which C-class it was. Hopefully he left a comm ball there. So Carrie says, I wonder if I can build a ship like that in Starfield and in Orange. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can totally do that. As a matter of fact, you have a lot of No Man's Sky players that build Corvettes in the form of other ships, to include Starfield ships. Because if you think about it, they have the same... they use the same build methodology, where everything's done in quadrants. So, yeah, you can totally do that. He said, I'm going to make it orange right now. Okay, here we go. Anything we need to scrap in here just in case? Nope. All right. We do want to check out supercharge slots. So William says, I'm guessing 2+2. I think you're right, man. I think you're right. So I'm going to call it a 2+2. We want difficulty. Free. Okay, let's check it out. And thank you guys for stopping by today. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Okay, let's check this one out. Not a bad looking ship. It's just not really my style of Sentinel ship. So this one is a pass, but let's check it out anyway. We do have a red save beacon, save beacon in the area. Just in case. Okay, this one is an R3+1. This one is an R3+1. Not bad. Not bad. It could definitely be worse. Let's add some... Hold on. Jeez. Let's add some augments to this mofo. Alright, what do we got? Yep. R3+1. Okay. That's not too bad. It could be worse. Could be worse. William says, you savage, Carrie. That is pretty savage. Okay, let's revert the save. We're not going to keep this ship. Let's revert the save. If we want it, we know where to find it. Yeah, let's revert the save, scrap this ship, and move on. This system is a bust for Fauna anyway. So, yeah, that's the thing. Okay, yep, let's go scrap the ship. And what we will do is check out these other two ships that I've been meaning to get my hands on. One being the ship that the Game Hub found, which was a really nice one. Okay, so, salvage. Claim scrap. Yes, please. Alright, sell scrap. Okay, recycle circuitry.
Units received.
AI valves, regulators, nano cables.
Units received.
Okay, let's sell the upgrades that we don't need. And we'll beat feet and get out of here. Sell. Okay, we need to go. First of all, let's make a new restore point because we're technically done in this system. Okay, new restore point. All right. Hey, we got a couple of heavy fighters in here. Hold on a second. Okay, so check this out. We got an all-white heavy barrel nose with E-wings. Okay, this is it's white and salmon color. Not bad. So that's a heavy a barrel-nosed heavy fighter with E-wings, box thrusters. That dorsal kills it. That dorsal fin completely kills it. It just ruins it. Completely ruins it. But over here we have a Viper. Yep, we got a heavy Viper. Nice. Heavy Viper, TIE Fighter style wings, single thruster, and again, that stupid dorsal kills it. The dorsal kills it. It's too bad we can't remove it. You can remove it with a save editor, but yeah, that's work. But that's not bad. Not bad. The dorsal's got to go. All right. Let's get to a portal and let's go find these ships. So Javik says, I wish Hello Games allowed us to get more than one freighter to be able to have more than 30 ships. In GTA 5, I have 4 accounts to get cars I want, but for 30 ships on No Man's Sky is not worth it. I think that Hello Games can expand the number of ships we can keep. If you think about it, because you can have 12 ships on your character at one time. The other 18 are in storage. All they have to do is increase the memory allocation for ships in your game save. I'm pretty sure that's something they could do with the game files. They can totally do it because those ships aren't actually active; they're in storage, which means they don't technically, from a programming standpoint, incur that much of a memory penalty, if you will, because everything that you do in No Man's Sky requires a certain level of memory usage, to include storing ships and multi-tools. So I think it's something that they can do. They managed to give us 18 more just by putting them in storage, so I'm willing to bet they could do it. Hopefully they will. Hopefully they will, because there's like an infinite number of ships in No Man's Sky, and I want all of them. Yeah, William, those dorsals killed it, man. Completely killed it. Okay, we need a portal. That's Eisentam. We don't want to go there. That's El Cupolos. Hold on, back up my bases. Thank you. Paradise Planet, Fungal Mold, Portal. There we go. Portal Base 2. All right, let's go. So Moses says, I have a question. Do you know how to get Twitch drops for No Man's Sky? Is there another way to get all the things in Twitch drops? The only way to get the Twitch drops is, first of all, they have to be active for that event week, or for that event, I should say. Because typically Twitch drops only run for 5 days at a time. For No Man's Sky, that is. And if the Twitch drops are over, there's no way to reclaim or to get those drops. Now, that being said, if Twitch drops for No Man's Sky are active, you have to link your Hello Games account, or whichever game account that you're using to play No Man's Sky, to your Twitch account. Once that's done, you have to watch the specific Twitch streamer with drops enabled who's playing No Man's Sky. That's how you get them. But the most important thing is that the Twitch drops have to be enabled on their stream, I should say, and there has to be a Twitch drop event for No Man's Sky. Mr. Bro says, I was surprised. My surprise was found before the last update, so it might be broke. We'll take a look at it, because that does tend to happen, doesn't it? That does tend to happen. Okay, let's create a save point. Hold on, since we're here. Okay, that's a B class. That's a B class. Yeah, since we're here. That's a B class. Yeah. So what we got over here? B class. That's an A class with S class stats. Yeah, A class with S class stats. Yeah, the fauna kind of suck on this planet. Yeah, that one is not too bad, but it's got one C-class stat on it. Yep. Combat effectiveness is garbage, so yeah. Never mind. We'll skip it. Coming through. Okay, let's get those glyphs up. Okay. Alright, activate portal. Okay, so it is boat. Okay, boat, sunrise. Boat, the bird, flipping the bird, here we go. Triforce. Dragonfly, where you at, buddy? The boat. The TP. The whale, where you at? Okay, sunrise. Dragonfly. And the galaxy. Alright, here we go. So, Mr. Broat, did you leave a save beacon or comm ball in the area for this surprise? Let's make it a save point before we jump through this thing, just in case. Just in case. Game might crash on us. Oh, let me write that down. Hold on. So it is plus, just in case. Okay, we're here. Yeah, we got some fat beetles flying around. Okay, give me a sec. Let me fix that. He just played a Wookiee card. Let's scan that fat beetle. Scan big boy over there. There we go. What do you got for me?
Units received. Radiation protection falling.
Seriously, he's too far away. Oh. Okay, B class. Alright, what about this dude? A class.
Units received.
With one S class trait. You guys absolutely suck. What is this? What about this? What's going on over here?
Units received.
A class. Well, I guess they're not too bad.
Units received. Units received.
Okay, we're here. We're here. Yeah, not that great. Okay, let's look around. Let's see if there is...
Units received.
any sort of a comm ball or save beacon in the area. And I'm not seeing one, so I think what we can do, just to take a look at the ship, let's go to space. Let's take a look. Okay, so there is a comm ball here. There is a comm ball. Since we were on the planet, let's take a look here. Discoveries. Okay, ruined planet. Hmm. 'Cause, 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 Let's go to that comm ball. Let's check it out. Let's go to the comm ball. Yeah, that could be our target. Let's go check it out. All right, here we go. Yeah, one of the worst things to have to do is to actually search for coordinates. Even in first person, it is a pain in the butt, let me tell you. Okay, so what do we got? Okay. Okay, I see what you're putting down. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm picking up what you're putting down. This is nice. This is nice. White Sentinel fighters, skinny dragonfly wings, tank treads. Okay. A class. A class. Very nice. Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Let me catalog this one. Let's catalog it. Hold on. Okay, let me turn the fan back on. It gets so freaking hot in here. Okay, this is an A-class light Sentinel fighter. Skinny dragonfly wings, and tank tread landing gear. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad. All black, too. All black. Mr. Brote says that you get the coordinates. We'll check the coordinates in just a second. But if you guys like this style of ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. There is a comm ball in the area for this ship. Now, this is an A-class located at plus 23.52 and minus 87.06.
Radiation protection falling.
Not bad at all. So I'm assuming this is the style of Sentinel ship you were talking about. Yeah, Stuart Laker, not bad. So William says I have one of those ships, same color combo. Me too. I've got one too. Same skinny wings too. Although the one I have, it doesn't have the. It's got the slender head on it. It doesn't have the hammerhead. It doesn't have the hammerhead. So this is the ship you were talking about. Yeah, this is not bad at all. Very nice. So we got this one cataloged. I'm going to leave this one in place. So Jet Black asks, is this an item to scrap, recycle, or improve? What do you mean, the ship? The starship is claimable. It's a crashed and abandoned starship. You can actually claim this ship and add it to your fleet. Yeah, full-size wings would have made it perfect. But I like the tank tread landing gear. Very nice. Okay, so we got that one marked. Let's go, first of all, let's go back to the portal. Excuse me, let's go back to the portal. Yeah, not bad. That's a good-looking ship. There is a player base. Harmonic BS to the south. So harmonic base to the south. Okay. Interesting. He says, what do you plan to do with it? Nothing, because I've got plenty. When I hunt for ships, I'm looking for a specific type and style of Sentinel ship. That's a good-looking ship. But you can claim any crashed and abandoned ship, or you can buy ships and add them to your fleet. So that's basically what you do with them. Or you can scrap and sell them for parts. Well, not so much for parts, but you can definitely make some money on them. So just out of curiosity, what do we have here? Okay, so you got a player base, excuse me, and you've got an autophage camp. Let's take a look here. Just out of curiosity, there might be a good multi-tool here. If we can land. There we go. If we can land. Your Mr. Broth says when flying it has a cool V shape. Yep. I added a ship like that to my episode of top 5 ships that I did a couple of weeks ago. And we got a rifle. Let's take a look at it. It might be worth it. Yeah, that's a gorgeous ship, especially when it's flying. It's got a nice silhouette. Okay, scan. 5, 10, 16. Math is hard. And 16. Okay, deactivate seal. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, it's a B-class, S-class scanner, combat scope. Hey, Serious Joker, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. What's that? It might be your base? I wonder if this multi-tool has 4 connected supercharge slots. I wonder. It has potential. I just realized my starship is sitting on top of that structure. Don't judge me. That's where they parked it. Okay, let's mark the location of this. Okay, so we know where this is. And this is located at plus 66.23 and minus 163.07.
Radiation protection.
Yeah, it says nice parking job, exactly. Let's go ahead and yoink this. Might as well. Compare, and I'll never use it, but let's yoink it anyway. Claim it. All right. It does have potential. Okay, let's go. Yeah, don't even ask me how that managed to happen. Before we go... Yeah, the fauna, not very good. Not very good. We're leaving. We're leaving. Let's get back to the portal, and let's go find that ship. He says, you've been talking about this 4-way supercharge component for many light years. That's right. That's what we do here. That's what we do here. When we hunt for starships or multi-tools, we're looking for the best that we can find. Part of what classifies a ship or a multi-tool as being the best are the supercharged slot configurations, because they give you an instant boost to any technology, any type of technology, whether it's weapons, shields, whatever the case may be, added to that specific type of weapon or starship, or exosuit for that matter. The supercharged slot configuration on multi-tools and starships are key. Very important in determining exactly how much damage your ship will do with the right weapon, its maneuverability, and how much damage it can tank. Its durability in terms of shields. And also your starship was hyperdrive distance. Also hyperdrive distance. So that's why supercharged slots are important. Okay, so next up, let me find that document. Give me a sec. I took a picture. It should be in Documents folder. I think. Nope, it's not in Documents. It is in Downloads. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. I don't know if I can find it. Let's see. Let's change view to details. Date modified. And okay, that wasn't it. Where did I put it? It's not in the desktop. Oh, I think it's in this download folder. Hold on. I think it's there. Pictures. Okay, I think maybe it's in Pictures. There we go. It's in Pictures. Okay. There we go. Found it. Give me a sec. It's in Pictures. Let's close that folder now. We found it. Okay. So we are in the correct galaxy. Let's go back through. Jet Black says, can you expand... Oh, back up. He says, can you expand their load carrying capability? There is no load bearing rating on any of the ships. You can expand their cargo capacity, yes. You can expand cargo capacity, but there is no weight limit on the amount of cargo that your ship can carry. There's a limit on the amount of cargo total. But you can add additional cargo slots to your ship. And Ozzy Bob is absolutely correct. Okay, here we go. Next. Activate. Okay, so this one is the face. Half Moon, Bird, Dino, TP, Dragonfly, Scarab, the Whale, Scarab, Boat, and Dino. Alright, here we go. Diplex says having all 4 supercharged slots open is optimal so far. Having a ship or multi-tool with 4 connected supercharged slots, excuse me, yes, it's optimal. That's the best configuration you can get. Because remember, supercharged slots boost the stats of technology. And of course, because they're connected, your technology or putting like technology together gives you what's called an adjacency bonus. So that's why having connected supercharged slots is essential. Okay, next. And we're here. Discovered by DiePie. Yep, here we go. This is the Game Hub's planet. We can close that. Okay, let's look around. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think he left a beacon or comm ball. Unless, of course, we're on the wrong planet.
Protection falling.
And Sentinels are dissonant, so this is the correct planet. Definitely the correct planet. Let's go to space and see if we can find a comm ball. I don't think he left one. Yeah, I'm not sure if he left one. Let's take a really quick look. Do a really quick scan of the planet, and I'm not seeing one. Okay, Hyperborean, okay. In other words, this planet is cold AF. This planet is cold AF. Okay. All right, so what we will do, I think he found a C-class. Let's grab these. Yeah, I think he found a C-class with the R3+1. Pretty sure that's what it was, so yeah. Okay, let's do it. Let's see if we can't find one. Or better yet, you know what? Let's light off one of these.
Alert.
Let's find a camp,
Data received.
and then we'll try to find one. Well, let's scan Big Boy here. What you got going on, Big Boy?
Received.
Okay, so close. S-class. Combat effectiveness.
Thermal protection falling. Technology recharge. Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Oh, great. Here comes a stupid blizzard. What do we got over here? Before we go, what do we got? It is. Inverted mirror. You can keep that. We don't need it. We don't need your inverted mirror, pal. Okay, now we can leave. Now we can leave. All right. So let's check out this ship, and we are getting to the wrapping up point. Yeah, not a great deal of luck. Not a great deal of luck with the fauna today. Not a great deal of luck with the fauna, but not a bad stream nonetheless. So we got another rifle. Nice. Okay, override. That's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Scan memory registers. 12, 1, 7. Uh, 12, 1, 7. Okay. Let's check out the multi-tool, and from there, deactivate. We'll find a Sentinel ship. And I guess I can drop a base computer here. That might make more sense. So we found another B class. This one actually has more inventory slots on it. It's got a scatter blaster. Okay. I suppose that's not too bad. We'll leave that. Let's drop a base computer. And we can come back here and hunt for that specific ship, because it is a really nice looking Sentinel ship. So let's do that. This planet sucks, by the way. This planet absolutely sucks. I don't know how the autophage can stand living here. Okay, let's drop a structure. Okay, give that mofo a door. And a ramp. That's what she said. A couple of windows.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
And a couple of windows. Okay, give it some power. One of those. Solar panels. We don't need the biofuel reactor. Drop a battery. And save points. Alright. Done. Alright, let's make a new save point. Okay, let's go find this ship, shall we? Okay, locate this in spike. Yeah, so far the fauna haven't been that great. So we got really lucky yesterday when we found those two S-class fauna on the same planet. I see Hello Game still hasn't fixed that. Where's my ship? Oh, hold on, before we go. Let's name this base. You know what? We'll name it when we get back. We'll name it when we get back. Let's go grab a ship, and that way we can get an idea of exactly what's here. All right, next. Jet Black says, 1978, I played a text adventure game like this called Galactic Trader on a local made version of the TSR-80. I remember the TRS-80. I remember the TSR-80. Yes, that was a Texas Instruments computer. I remember that. This version has more depth. Yeah, of course, 40 years on. Okay, let's go. And thank you guys for sticking with us. Yeah, we're getting at the wrapping up point. I have to go take care of some IRL stuff. So that's what we'll do. Slow down. And there it is. Oh, it's funny. I thought this thing had tank treads, but you know what? That's fine. I thought it had tank treads, but it doesn't need them. It does have tank treads. My mistake. It does have tank treads. So check this one out. Yeah, this is a... Okay, this one's an A-class. This one is an A-class. I think the A-class that the Game Hub found had very poor supercharge slot convergence on it. I'm pretty sure it had poor supercharge slots. I'll have to go back and double check his video, but this one is an A-class out of the box. So check this out. Okay. That's a good looking ship right there. Now the only thing that really lets it down are the clipped wings. But as you can see, it's got a set of double bladed. It's got a set of bladed and skirt wings, vented skirt wings. With wingtip thrusters. With the wingtip thrusters. So it's not bad, and all the thrusters are lit. So this is not a bad looking ship. Yeah, Stuart Laker. This is a good-looking ship, man. I like the colors on this one. Yeah, blue and white. This is actually kind of rare. This is kind of rare for a Sentinel ship, in my opinion. So yeah, he did a good job finding this one. This is definitely worth a hunt. But let's see here. Definitely worth a hunt. Nice, and it's an A-class out of the box. I am curious, since it is an A-class, hold on. Let's hop in, do restore point. Let's take a really quick gander at it.
Technology repaired.
Yeah, I think they were, yeah, that's what I thought. The A-class was spread out. They were spread out all over the place. So this one is a scrapper, but I'm pretty sure the C-class has better supercharged slots on it. But that's a good-looking ship right there. That's a pretty solid-looking ship. Not bad at all. The vented wings actually work on this one. That blue and white is phenomenal. That blue and white is absolutely phenomenal. Okay. Anyways, let's revert the save. There we go.
Inventory full.
Okay. Let's make a new restore point just in case. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it is 6:48 p.m. for me. I got to get out of here and take care of some personal stuff. This was a fun live stream. Again, I will admit the Xeno Arena battle was fun. That first battle was a lot of fun. You know what's not fun? Hunting. Hunting for these freaking fauna, man. Hunting for the fauna. That is not fun. And the fauna is not cooperating. They're not cooperating at all. So yeah, go figure, right? Anyways, this was a fun live stream. Thank you guys so much for being here today. The next No Man's Sky stream is scheduled for next Monday. That's when we'll do another No Man's Sky stream. Now, if I can put up another No Man's Sky stream this week, I will. Maybe it'll be a late night stream. We'll have to see. I got a lot going on this week, however. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for being here today. Hey, Got the Munchies Show. I see you out there, brother. Good to see you as always, man. Thanks for stopping by. The next GTA Online stream is tomorrow. Tomorrow, Japan Standard Time, same bat channel. So we'll be here doing some GTA Online shenanigans tomorrow. So hopefully we'll see you guys here for that. But until then, thank you guys so much for being here. Guitar Guy 80, good to see you, brother. Thanks so much for being here today. And everybody, if you haven't done so, make sure you're subscribed to Guitar Guy 80's channel. He does both GTA Online and No Man's Sky content. Make sure you guys are subscribed to him too. Always support the Odd Fam, people. Always support the Odd Fam. So with all that being said, let's get out of here. This live stream is a wrap. I'm an Odd Man 105, a.k.a. The Odd One, saying thanks to each and every one of you for your continued support of what we do here on the channel. And I will see you guys... excuse me. There you go. I will see you guys. This dude's sandbagging. I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next live stream. So everyone... so wait a minute. What is this? Javik says he got banned from GTA 5. I'm almost afraid to ask. I'm almost afraid to ask what you did to get banned. We'll have to talk about that during the next stream. So Gambler's Crowns, take it easy, man. Thanks for stopping by, bro. So I'll see you guys when I see you guys in the next live stream. So everyone out there, please stay safe. And remember, don't just start the fire. Bring the smoke. And take care out there. And I'll see you all next time. So everyone stay safe. God bless to each and every one of you. Please hit the like button for me on the way out. And I say this with every live stream. But thank you guys so much for being part of the best community that a content creator could ask for. I freaking love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys for your continued support. Seriously. So with that said, let's get out of here. You guys take care of yourselves. Have a good day. Have a good night wherever you are. We'll see you all next time. Take care, guys. We'll see you next time.